Hello and welcome to Salma's Kitchen. Today we'll be making West African or Ghanaian fufu with fresh ingredients. You see my ingredients. I have my cassava and then plantain and chopped in smaller pieces and then boiled. I'll be using the Ninja blender and or a processor. I do prefer this processor, but I'll be using the blender just to show in case you don't have the processor. First blending the plantain, or you can go whichever option you want first. Testing the texture, you can see how smooth it is, very smooth. And then now I'm blending the cassava. I blend them separately, I don't mix them because of the texture, so I can have like a smooth and consistent texture. And here is the cassava being ready, so I take it out, and here I'll be using the processor. As I mentioned earlier, I prefer the processor to the blender. The processor is designed not to make the motor stop several times compared to the blender. Okay, let's check the texture again here. This is nice and smooth. So I'm taking it apart, from the blender. I'm using my hand. I prefer using my hand because it's faster, but you have to be very careful with the blades as they are very sharp. As you can see, I'm just scooping them with my hands, which is faster for me. Putting back the blade in, and I'm going to blend the cassava, or if it is yam, then I'll blend the yam. You see me holding it down because my stopper is broken, so I have to hold it down. Check the texture again and then push it down, or you can also use the pulse button to bring it down. And I have a nice smooth texture here for the cassava. So at this point I'll add back the plantain to mix it. You can mix it at this point in a bowl or back in the processor. I prefer in the processor because it's faster and easier. Again, I'm holding it down because my stopper or the lock is broken. You can also hold it down to minimize the vibration that could break the lock. Now I'm checking the texture again. And now I have a very soft and smooth texture. If you don't want your fufu too soft, you may choose not to blend it for a long time. And this time I'm scooping with a stapler. It helps prevent my hand from the blades, but it's slower compared to using my hands. Again, be very careful with the blades. These are very sharp. I just scoop everything in my hands, and then I mold it in my is it asanka or ayua, or you could also do it in a bowl, and I'll show that in a few seconds. if I need it to be extra soft, this is where I'll add in more water to make it more softer. I'm pretty sure you can use other processors, food processors out there to achieve the same result, but it might take you longer. So I recommend the Ninja or the Vitamix, which have powerful motors, or any other ones with powerful motors. If you don't already own one of these powerful blenders with food processors, the upfront cost might be high, but when you look at how often you eat fufu, and then the cost of the store purchase one which is not even actual fufu, this might be a great investment to think about. I'm just showing you the process in a bowl here in case you don't have Iowa or Asanka. And the fufu is ready. For the ingredients, you use the ratio according to your preference. I like to have plenty of plantain in my fufu, so I use more plantain, and you can adjust it accordingly. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy your fufu.